Okay. Beta. I'm gonna show y'all boys where I'm from, man.
What's it, everybody? You already know. Big Boss Hog, Boss Dog, K-Poke through the dough. Here to talk to the box before I get about solidical. Remember, toe toss, don't last, could be Purdue. Enough yourself. Cut him in the foul line, make me matter. Peak game. 84s on what? Swing. I'm picking the Eagles, by the way. I think Saquon and them gonna do it, man. Kansas City, man, they're a good team. I'm not really a fan of the team. Never been to Kansas City, Missouri. I would like to go, you know what I'm saying, just to see. But I'm not really a fan of towns in America anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like to get out, to see out of America. I like to see the world, you know what I'm saying? Because America try to tell you something, and then you go somewhere else, then you find out something else. So, it's just like, man, I love America. I love Texas, you know what I'm saying? I'm from Texas, so. But it's just like, man, they don't keep it 1,000. You know what I'm saying? You go to these other countries, they tell you something about, like, I went to Africa, and like they, put out these warnings in Africa, but when I went there, bro, it was cool. Not granted, maybe because, I had the proper protection around me. I don't know, which was God, but I felt good. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going back. So I'm probably gonna do a little vlog and post it on my channel. We'll see. But let's talk boxing. Ryan Garcia goes back to the CANELO team. Let's talk about it. So it's been reported Ryan Garcia, his dad has confirmed that he will be going back to Eddy Reynoso. Right? He's left Derek James. He said there's no issue. They got a lot of respect for Derek James. They think Derek James is an awesome coach, but they just want to go another direction, and they went back to Team CANELO. Y'all know me, I don't really too much care about Ryan Garcia, but I got people who are fans of Ryan Garcia who are on my channel, so I gotta talk about it. I don't really see an issue with it. Only thing is, like, when it comes to that Devin Haney matchup, I feel like Derek James gives Ryan a great style that can pose issues for Devin Haney, if that makes sense. You get what I mean? I think Eddy Reynoso kind of teaches Ryan Garcia more about combination punching, whereas Derek James teaches Devin Haney how to place your shots. I think Devin Haney was expecting Ryan Garcia to come in there and do what he normally do, which is, kind of throw combination punches together, and kind of rush his work. And Derek James teach you how to be patient and place your shots while still being in the line of fire and work behind a jab. You get what I mean? And I feel like for that style, I feel like that's an issue for Devin Haney. But I don't know, going into the second fight, I don't know. Also, fighting Rolly, I feel like Derek James' style that he incorporated into Ryan Garcia would have been perfect for Rolly too, because Rolly's not really a skillful technical guy. He just got power, right? So if you come in there with good fundamentals, something that Derek James is big on, I feel like that style could pose an issue for Rolly. You got what I mean? Working behind the jab, being patient, and placing your shots. You got what I mean? Whereas Eddy Reynoso, it's more of a different style that he teaches. You know what I'm saying? Ryan gonna, be looking to let his hands go a little more and not be as defensively responsible. So, not saying he gonna get hit, things like that, but the only fighter who's been successful with the CANELO team is CANELO. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody else, to an extent, Valdez had some success to a certain point, but, it didn't work out. I think Frank Sanchez took a loss too, if I'm not mistaken. But, it's just the only person still achieving, out of that team is CANELO himself. You know what I mean? So I don't know. We got to see. I think Ryan should have stayed with Derek James. You know what I mean? Derek James is a masterclass teacher. Like, me, as I'm turning that leaf and getting and coaching myself, that's somebody I would want to kind of pick their brain, pause, and see like what he see. So, to kind of add little nuggets to my game. You know what I'm saying? So when I start getting full-fledged into coaching, I could be able to, get some of that wisdom and impute it into my fighters. You know what I'm saying? So I think Derek James is an excellent coach. I think Eddy Reynoso is an excellent coach. I just feel like Derek James, he gonna make you be more patient. You got what I mean? More patient. And I like Derek James. You know what I mean? I think, it sucks because a lot of his fighters haven't won the big one. You know what I mean? The big fight. Besides Jermell Charlo. Jermell Charlo is the only one who's won the actual big fight when he became undisputed. You know what I'm saying? Errol didn't win the big fight. Errol has won big fights, but not the big fight. You know what I'm saying? The big fight would be Terrence Crawford. Frank Martin, the big fight for him was Gervonta Tank Davis. You got what I mean? So they haven't won the big fight under the tutelage of Derek James. So, like I said before, I still think, although they ain't won a big fight, Derek James is one of the best coaches in boxing. For me, he'll be in my top 3. And I would have like Robert Garcia. I say Robert Garcia, and this is not in no order. Robert Garcia, Derek James, and I would say I would go with Eddy Reynoso. I would go Eddy Reynoso. You know what I'm saying? But they'll be my top 3. Like if I was a fighter, those be the fighters I would go. I would go look to, work with. You know what I'm saying? Only because of the fact that you got Derek James, who is a masterclass teacher. You got Eddy Reynoso, who's a masterclass teacher. You got Robert Garcia, who's a masterclass teacher. I mean, look what he did with El Rayo. You know what I'm saying? So, I like it, but then I'm like, man, I think he should have stayed with Derek James. But we shall see. He may be able to shut me up. He may get in there and mollywop that by. You know what I'm talking about? So we shall see. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Let's go.